Good morning, everyone. I am Vishnu Jagtap, and in front of all of you, I am presenting the Indian Express newspaper headline. So, first of all, bring before us records of demonetization decision SC to center RBI. Next, inflation war far from over. RBI hikes rate, lower growth forecast. With 35 basis point increase, key policy rate has risen by 2 to 5 basis points since May. Next, RBI to banks, be cautious in lending to companies with exposure to West. Next, Dhankar begins winter session turning NJAC heat on SC again. Next, storyteller cracks UP case. Murdered girl is mother of two accused in jail. Next, thick smoke for third consecutive day in Mumbai. AQI climbs to 306. Next, AAP wins in Delhi civic body polls. Ends BJP 15-year run. Next, ahead of G20 summit, Shinde to launch 187 projects today to beautify Mumbai. Next, behind Morocco's dream run at World Cup is a secret weapon in the stands, players' families. Then on page number 4, in that 3 KPs among 14 from minorities killed in Jharkhand, Jammu and Kashmir this year. Next, 6 held for flicking with businessman's bag containing rupees 25 lakh. Then on page number 5, in that ropeway connecting Goria and Pagoda to Metro 2A put on hold. Next, thick smoke for the third consecutive day in Mumbai. AQI climbs to 306. Next, man kills mother, disposes body in Mathren, arrested. Next, officials will be held responsible for death due to open manholes. SC wants BMC. Next, on page number 6, in that original post mortem records in hospital destroyed. Next, border row Rawat attacks helpless Shinde over inaction. Congress 6 all parties meeting. Next, Bhavan Kule urges Pawar not to make statements that can provoke outburst. Next, Belagavi returns to normal day after attacks on vehicle. Next, Belagavi controversy, more than geography, politics at play. Next, over 2000 animals dead in state last week despite 100% vaccination of cattle. Next, Karnataka Bank among 3 private banks that state tied up with 4 salaries. Next, government asks university to offer 4-year UG courses in line with NEP. Then on page number 8, in that CM Shinde gives green signal for Jal Yukta Shivar 2.0. Next, data taken from telecom firm leaks vehicle portals not Uday police. Next, Sena faction submit proof of membership to poll body. Next, bail to Deshmukh in PMLA case cannot be equated with bail in corruption case CBI. Next, Pirma Fisi agree with MAT order on providing third gender option in job application form High Court. Next, Versova Bandra Sea Link only 5% work completed. Next, woman jumps from 7th floor of a building with 5-year-old son dies. Then on page number 9, in that UK envoy warns of visa fraud in his name, ask applicants to be alert. Next, Coimbatore blast case, NIA arrest 3 suspects. Next, cyclone set to make landfall on TN Pondicherry, cost today IMD. Next, why cannot marriage people be legal arm of army? High Court asks center. Next, 49-year-old year after murder in Gujarat, accused arrested in Maharashtra. Next, UP court frames charges against Kappan 6 others. Next, SC status for converts court to see if it needed to await report. Next, Sarpanch held for harassing women in UP. Then on page number 10, in that BJP confident, AAP and Congress optimistic. Next, Jhunjhunwala quits Kong sitting personal reason. Next, LS takes up debate on anti-maritime privacy bill. Next, Mamta draws the line of her MPs on language issues, rise and concern over bills. Next, after Delhi battering, Congress looks to save face, BJP to nose ahead. Next, Governor has Councillor of Varsities tabled in Kerala Assembly. Next, MCD polls Congress leaders fear party running out of time, wait for Gujarat. Next, uh, Government presents co-op bill in LS to ease their merger, send it to House panel, says opposition. Then on page number 11 in that reading monetary policy. Next, Global South. Next, fat around organs worse for COVID than under skin. Next, Chat GPT boot that promises an AI revolution. The next MCD rewards for AAP Delhi performance women poor bag party. Then on page number 12 in that article section in that winning Delhi. Next an uphill battle. Next people's economist. Next a higher peak. Next case for affirmative consent. Next that much for. Then next on page number 13 in that article section the good job lag. Next all's in the name. Next after a narrow victory. Next on page number 14 in that opposition unities on 2022 hot issues need for less disruptions TMC AAP joint strategy meet. Next Belagavi hit in LS NCP wants Shah to intervene BJP MPs says matter in SC. Next, PM's not era of war comment gave voice to global sentiment. Shankar in RS. Next, RS welcomes Dhankar, its new chairman. Next, disruption pain young MPs. Let us make session more productive, save FPM. Next, on page number 15 in that valuation issues DRI stops export of over 25,000 Vivo phones. Next we need next no need to create fear psychosis RBI on digital ray. Next, global slowdown, slip over, RBI cuts growth forecast. Next, additional of 110 lakh gig workshop for workforce by 2025. Next, SEBI 2018 show cause notice to ICICI, Kochar, order pending. Next, trust credibility of Indian norms, RBI to foreign regulator. Next, worst of inflation behind us, thus, but there is no room for complacency. Then on page number 16, in that at least 25 arrested in Germany on suspicion of plan to overthrow government. Next, China is curves inches closer to scrap zero COVID policy. Next, Nawaz will return next month, say PML and leader. Next, Taliban carry out first public execution. Next, journalist death. SC orders new probe team. Next, Nepal SC rejects a letter calling CJ impeachment not valid. Next, Russian army may be fighting in Ukraine for a long time. Putin. Next, Belarus moves troops near Ukraine. Next. Democrats gain Senate majority as Warnock beats Walker. Next, XI visits Saudi Arabia to cement Gulf Arab ties. Next, Iran leader's sister condemns his rule, urges guards to disarm. Next, US court dismisses suit against MBS. Next, one death, 10 injured in suicide bomb attack in Indonesia. Next, China eases curves inches closer to scrap zero COVID policy. Then next on page number 17 in that review meeting on cards after series loss. Next, wake up call for India. Next, walking wanted give skipper Rohit a headache. Then next on page number 18 in that Ramos fills CR7 size boots. Next, the incidental striker who replaced Ronaldo at Portugal. That next Mirabai wins World Cup Championship silver. That much for today. Thanks for watching. Make a good day.